So about a year ago, that was around last year, December, thereabout, I was in Ghana back then, and I was going to take my shower that very morning, and I just heard God speak to me. I am telling you from facts that was God literally speaking to me. I heard God speak to me that I should write a book that would literally help people that backslided, or that would help people that will fall off their feet or fell off their feet rise up again. And under 6 hours, the book was done. The title of the book is Dear Backslider. I'll pop it up here if you want to get one. The link is going to be in the description, or just find it on my Instagram. Now, the reason why I wrote that book, or the inspiration behind that book, is that I had fallen off the Christian faith. I had fallen off my Christianity. You know how Christians, we often backslide, we fall off the faith and then we bounce back. We don't take God serious. We stop praying. We stop believing in God for certain things and then we bounce back. That was literally me back then, and I had bounced back fresh. So the Lord just wanted me to write a book on it. I thought that wouldn't happen again because, of course, I have a book on how to bounce back as a backslider. But then guess when it happened to me? When I came to America, I found myself reading my own book, literally reading my own book in a third party form, reading my book in a way that it wouldn't look like I was literally, or I was the author of that book, because I backslided. And I'll be very honest with you, I'm not going to sit here and be like, I was a bit, no, I backslided. I literally went off the Christian faith. And that is the title of this video: 5 things that will happen to you the moment you come to America. And the first thing is, chances of you backsliding is very high. And as proof, I know I spoke to most of my friends over here. They literally told me the same thing. I have friends, we were literally having prayer groups when we were in Ghana. We call each other for hours. We'll be talking about God. We'll be talking about how, Christianity in the modern days has changed. A whole lot of things. We came here and they are off track. Literally, you talk to them about Christ and they are just not interested. They are just off track. And I'll show you a way to get over this thing, or not to, how to avoid this thing, because it will literally happen to you. It will be like a prophecy. It will happen to you. You come here and you will stop praying. You don't even believe in praying. You don't even believe in God, things of the of Christians. You don't believe in the Bible, because when you come here, you become open-minded. You get to learn a lot of things, and you tend to put the Christian faith aside. So the first thing that will probably happen to you, because it happened to me and it has happened to a lot of people, is you might backslide if you're a Christian. I don't know of the Muslims, but if you're a Christian, chances of you backsliding after coming to America is very high. The reason being is that, number one, you will not get time. You'll be carried away with the fun. Like me, I was carried away with the fun, going out to places, making friends, which are very great though, making friends with people, exploring. I'm in America, what do you mean? And so I wake up and, I don't really care about things of God. It got so bad when I started gaining followers on Instagram, on TikTok. It became, I was not praying at all. Because I posted a video and it went viral, the moment I wake up, the first thing I do is I pick my phone. Oh, how many views? How many comments? Checking. And by the time I realize I've wasted 2 hours on my phone. I'll not be in bed though, but I'll be literally on my phone every second, picking up my phone. Till that I'm still addicted to my phone, low-key. When I started gaining followers on TikTok, getting followers on Instagram and stuff, I became so obsessed with my phone. What are people saying about me? Bloggers were posting me. I was worried about all these things. Back then, when I was in Ghana, the first thing I would do when I wake up was pick up my Bible and pray. I even prayed at midnight. I had a very messed up schedule when I was in Ghana. I would wake up around 3 a.m., pray, go back to sleep, wake up and then read my Bible. But then when I came here, everything went off. Literally, for the first 2 months, I was literally a dry Christian. I had fallen completely. And you know how you backslide? If you know how the devil works, if you're about to backslide, the first thing that happens to you is that you stop praying. The reason why I'm looking on my phone is I'm recording here. You stop praying. You stop praying, you stop reading the Bible, you stop listening to spiritual songs, you stop listening to preachings and all those things. That is the first thing that happens to you when you're about to backslide. That is what weakens you, because when you are praying, you're on fire. You are reading the word, you're on fire. You are listening to preachings and all these things, you're on fire for the Lord. I was literally not doing any of these things. I had fallen complete. Your parents will call you, oh, hope you are praying. Yeah, I'm praying. By God's grace, I'm on it. But you are not. You're actually not. So in as much as you all aspire to come to America, these are the things that would happen to you, and you should be prepared for it, because it's very serious. It can end you up in a situation where you might not recover. I wrote it here. The second thing that would probably happen to you when you come to America after backsliding, you probably eventually lose your faith. You think God doesn't exist. You think church isn't real. You think things of God is not true. We've been brainwashed. That is the word. You might probably end up losing your faith. Don't let that happen to you. The next thing that will probably happen to you the moment you land in America or you travel abroad is you start to disrespect your country. And to be honest, that was me. It got to a point I just didn't rate Ghana. When I see people graduating in universities in Ghana, I'm like, because I was in Ghana all my life and I've seen the end result of you graduating. I came here and I see graduations and the value that it holds. People going back to school, when they graduate, there are companies waiting for them in the school to employ them. And then in Ghana, it's just, you see how things are done over here and then you see how things are done in Ghana and you're like, that is crazy, bro. So you start to disrespect your country. That is why most people online make videos insulting the government, saying things. You start to see Ghanaians to be less of, they are not open-minded people. And it's true, most people in Ghana, they are not open-minded. I talk to people a lot. Every single day, I talk to over 100 people from Ghana. Every single day, DMs, and the kind of conversations I have with people, you could see that the open-mindedness is not there. You start to disrespect your country. Oh, when you come to America, we have this. When you go back to Ghana, we can't do this. Second thing, you disrespect your country. Start disrespecting your leaders. Start disrespecting your parents. You become very arrogant. You think that, over here we talk to our parents this way, so I can talk to my parents that way. And that is the third thing. You become very arrogant. You disrespect a lot of people. That is why most people come here. They don't even talk to their families back. They feel like people back home are less of them and they are higher than them. When I came here, that was one thing that was worrying me. I wanted to cut everyone off. I wasn't talking to anyone. I didn't care whether you talk to me or not. I just cut a lot of people off. But then I'm back with them. By the grace of God, I talk to people now. So I feel bad when people text me and they're like, oh, you responded. Thank you so much for responding to my text. I'm like, bro, come on. Arrogance. The fall of man, the first sign that a man is about to fall in life is pride and arrogance. So you are about to fall down. The moment you are about to fall from the top to the down, you become arrogant. You look at history. Anyone who fell, he first became arrogant. He first became proud. He first became like he started having an ego, thinking that he was better than people, thinking he was better than other people. Arrogance. Take note of these things because it will literally happen to you right in front of you. I'm believing God, by the grace of God, most of you will come to America, Canada, UK. Most of you will get the visas, I know. And these things, you have to watch out for it. The next thing that I have on my list is you stop working on yourself. You stop being on self-development and stuff. When I was in Ghana, I was a self-development guy. Look at the things that I've done. You could see that I was into self-development. Podcasts, books, literally into self-development. When I came here, all these things stopped. It didn't drop drastically. It stopped because my shadow became messed up. I wake up, I'm like, today I'm going to read a book. I do my to-do list and then I'm on my phone for the rest of the day. In class, I'm on my phone. In class, texting. Who just followed me on TikTok? Who is saying this about me? Type it on my phone. I was not on self-development. I stopped listening to podcasts, stopped going to the gym. When I look at my videos back then, when I was gaining muscles, I was getting muscles in Ghana, consistent to the gym. And I look at how, even here that the gym is free, the gym is literally on campus. I can literally walk for 30 seconds, enter the gym. I just wasn't working out. Nothing. I was just on my phone all the time. Watching videos, YouTube, going through YouTube, TikTok comments and stuff. You stop working on yourself. You think that you start getting, that is why most people start gaining weight, because they stop being, hard on themselves. They stop checking themselves. Because they're in America, they're in Canada, they're in the UK. That is it. Last but not least thing that would happen to you when you get to America or you travel abroad is you get depressed. And in that phase, every single one, I can assure you, every single one of you will get to that point. Every single one of you. I literally went to that point last Thursday. Today is Wednesday. So last Thursday, and I went on Instagram Live. And the funny thing is, all the friends that I had on the Instagram Live, I invited 2 friends from Canada and myself and another guy from Florida. We were on the Instagram Live and I told them that, 10 minutes ago I was depressed. And they were like, me too. I was feeling, it will happen to you. Like, you get to that phase where you would almost regret coming abroad. Almost. That is why when I see people rushing to come here, Of course, you have to come here, you get a better living and stuff. I see people rushing to come here. It's like you are rushing to exchange your problems. You are rushing to, at the end of the day, you get shocked because it's like you are coming here, all your minds, you don't think about the negative side of America. You are focused solely on the positive side. You land here and then you get hit by the negative things and you are like, yo, is this the America they promised us? But then there's a positive thing to it. It molds you. It makes you a stronger person because I've developed that alone mindset where I know that right now I'm alone. I don't have a family. I have friends. I don't have this. I don't have that. I'm literally alone. When you're depressed, you're a 23-year-old man. This is not the time to call your dad and be crying on the phone that, daddy, please, dude. This is not the time. This is the time for you to man up. If you're a woman, this is the time for you to build that strength, emotional resilience, emotional strength, because you don't have anyone here. Here it's between you and your God. Depression, it will mold you to a stronger person, don't get me wrong, basically. So these are the 5 things that I decided to share with you guys, because yesterday I was reflecting on my life, and even a friend of mine, I was speaking to one of my very close friends, Shelby. She's probably watching this video, and she told me that since you came here, the fire that you had gone down. And I was like, it's not really gone down, but then compared to the kind of level that I was back then, bro, I used to have all nights when I was in Ghana, 4 hours praying, just throughout the night praying. And I came here, I haven't had any all nights that I've just had probably one. But back then, back to back all nights, because I was unemployed, I didn't have time. I didn't have all these things that I have right now. I wasn't doing anything. I had so much time. Midnights back then, alone, crying, praying to God. You understand? I think the camera cut, so I have to just check it again. Basically. So I literally wanted to come up here and share this more information with you guys. Shout outs to Shelby. She's literally the inspiration behind this video, because yesterday when she told me, I was literally reflecting that there are certain things that, even though I still go to church, I pray and all those things, but I realized that there are certain things that I used to do back home that really make me very close to God, that since I moved here, I wasn't really doing it. And I came up here to share this video with you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Click my description or up here to check the next video or any of my video. Follow me on Instagram, to be in the description somewhere. And always remember that your future can be better than your current situation or your present situation, and only you have the power to make it so. Mwah!